Hello everyone, Steve here. What I'm doing this morning is a long distance walk, about 30 odd miles from Coburn's Path in Scotland down the Berwickshire coastal path to Berwick-on-Tweed, where we've got our caravan. I've never made a video before, so it could go disastrously wrong, but let's go and let's see what happens. Right, let's do some walking. First of all, we go down this track here and then under the A1 main road, and then after that we go under the East Coast main line. That's the railway bridge that does the East Coast main line, and then I'm heading further down this footpath here towards those cottages. What a lovely spot to live that must be. Right, past them cottages there, and then we hit this road, and there's a sign just here in the bushes, turning left, and then right up this another little track just here. One thing I've noticed about this track when I've done it before, you can see the signpost, it's so well signposted, which should make it impossible to get lost. Anyway, we're up this track here, and hopefully we should be hitting the coast in about 10 minutes. And it's here, we've been waiting for, the coast. Like I said before, everything's sort of, the path is so easy to follow. You see the sign there. And just here, which is interesting. I love these info boards. In fact, I've actually got stuck some rocks on this one. Yeah, I love reading these things. Anyway, if we turn left, we go up towards Edinburgh, which I don't really want to do that because it's too far. So what we do, we go right. But I just want to see, just go to this end bit here. This. There's these things, there's about 12 of them stuck out the ground. And what there was a shipping disaster in Eyemouth, and these are like memorial posts. And what you do, they like do brass rubbings on them, and it makes some sort of pattern when you get them all together. And then if you look, if I can find it, just over there, there's a nuclear power station, and I don't know whether you can see it, but just outside of it is a white rock. It's called Bass Rock, and the reason it's white is because there's 100,000 gannets live on it, and it's not white because of a freak snowstorm in August. It's just the amount of shit that they've done. And you can actually, if you go up to Dunbar, there's a Scottish Visitor Centre, and me and Andrew's been up there, and they've got cameras on the island that you can zoom in on a joystick and zoom out and actually watch the birds doing what they do, well, what birds do. Now look at this for a cracking bit of coast, eh? Totally unspoilt. Lovely. Right, back to the path, on we go. And this is Cove Bay. What a cracking place to live. Can you imagine living there in summer? You know, beautiful. I bet it's a bit rough in winter when that wind comes in off North Sea. Still beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right, let's go. And you look at those rock formations down there. It's pure Jurassic, that, pure Jurassic. And if I pan round a bit, you can see in the far distance there, that's where I'm heading, up over towards those cliffs. And here's another shot of Cove Bay, just showing those harbour and those little cottages. Absolutely fantastic. There's another cracking bit of coast. and I'm now at Pease Bay Holiday Park. You see all those caravans there, and a fantastic beach. I've just had my first disaster. I fetched a selfie stick with me, dropped it. I've just had to walk back about 2 miles to try and find it. So I just hope this video is not as disastrous, because I'm not going back to start this walk to start filming again. This is lovely down here. Just come past that caravan park. Love things like this. Yeah. Right, up these steps, and then up this hill, and then what we'll be doing then, we'll be hitting the main road that leads down to that caravan park we saw earlier at Pease Bay, but luckily it's downhill. Why would you put a camera on such a pile of old crap, eh? Weird. Right, here we go. We're up road that leads down to Pease Bay Caravan Park. Just let this motorbike go past. I've just come through a kissing gate, and the backpack I'm carrying is so big I got stuck. I had to virtually undress to get through the gate. There you can see Pease Bay Caravan Park, and we're heading off of the cliffs just above the caravan park. So let's go. And here's a part of the video which is just specially for Andrea, this road sign. You'll have to ask her what I mean. I'm glad there's a bridge here. Otherwise I'd have to go back for my wellies. And that, believe it or not, is the road. Right, cross this bridge, up the hill, and then we turn left up a load of steps to the cliff top. That's a bit of a climb, so I'm going to save my breath and catch you in a bit. Right, I've made it up them steps, and what a climb that was. I'm at the other side of the caravan park at Pease Bay, and you can see the top of the cliff. Come along top of the cliff there, past that old ramshackle house, and then you can see the road there. Come down the road, through that ford, and then up this hill. That climb, chuffing hell, that was hard, but hopefully it's a bit flat from now on. It's the third time I've done this walk, and I tell you, it don't get any easier. And there's another cracking bit of coast, and you can just see, if I can get it, it's there somewhere. You can just see the ruins of an old church. It's Saint somebody or others, I can't remember who it was, but you can actually go up and have a look at it, but I'm not going to do that today, because like I said, I'm going to try and do 20 odd miles today, so I don't need really any extra excursions. We start leaving the coast soon, and you know, for the next hour, 2 hours, I'm going to be walking inland. You can still see the coast, but it's just in the distance, you know, so I'll just have one last look at this, and then off we go. I'm just walking along this tarmac road now, and I've just seen a sign, and I've walked 3 miles so far. Oh, well, four and a half if you count when I dropped the selfie stick and had to go back for it. My plans are to do another 19, but I think I might be over ambitious there on that one, you know. But we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good at the moment. I've been struggling at work all week with my Achilles tendon, which has been swollen, and I'm a bit worried that it might cause me some problems, but I'm okay so far. So, less talking, more walking. Here's a bit that you could find confusing if you'd never walked it before as well. I'm walking down this, I've just come off the main road there, and you're walking towards this info board, right? So naturally you think, oh, path must go up there, but it doesn't. It actually goes on the road and just turns right, just up there. And this info board, I think it's to do with that church that I hopefully caught in shot, I don't know, about half an hour or so ago. The church is about 1 kilometre away from here, but I'm walking far enough anyway, so I'm not going to bother going to it. Oh, this area is called Sycar Point. Yeah. Ah, see it there? It's St Helens Chapel, that church. I will go up there one day, like, but not today, because we're going just up there, where you can see the sign. And that's where I've come from, right over there. You can just see the nuclear power station round the top of the cliff, and then just down there you can see the ruins of the old church. It'll be good when it's finished. I've had to climb quite a steep hill, I've had a quick break, and now I've got another hill to climb through a field. So off we go. That's a strange thing to have in a field. A thunderbox. I wonder if that's there for hikers. No, can't be, surely. Surely not. Right, we're on this road here. I turn left at this road. And then I'm on here for, what's that sign say? Dowell, or 3 3/4 or so. Right, St Tabs, 9 miles to go on to the other side of St Tabs, if I can make it. It's a signpost. So I stay on this road now until I go through a farmyard. And I just hope they've got, the last time I come down the dog were running around, so I just hope it's tied up this time, because it's state of my legs at the moment now, you know, they're feeling a bit heavy. Last thing I want to be doing is running away from a pooch. Right, I'm coming up to the farm yard that I says I've got to walk through, and I can just hear some yapping of some dogs. So I might have to do my Usain Bolt impression soon. But it only takes you a couple of minutes to get through, so hopefully they'll be, these dogs will be preoccupied. Well, I got through the farm okay. The dogs were barking, but they sort of have fastened up. So yeah, follow the markers there. It's a bit of a shitty duck pond there. And then we'll go. You can just see the coast out there. I've just been talking to a really nice Scotsman called Alec. I had about 20 minutes talking to him, and he's hiking from Eyemouth up to Pease Bay, where those caravans were, and turning around and then coming back to Eyemouth, and had a chat with him. What a nice man he was, from Kirkcaldy in Fife, and he's the first person I've seen on the track since I set off over 3 hours ago. And there you can see where I've come from. There's the, I'll just put my little stick. There's the reactor over there, and I've come all the way along the coast, down there, round that bit, and then you can see the farm that that farmyard I've just come through down there, and then along the path, and then up this field to where I am now. So far so good. My feet are aching a bit, but what a fantastic way to be in pain, eh? Another fabulous view of the coast there. See, absolutely fantastic. I'm going along this path here, and last time I come it was full of cows, and they're all looking at me. But it reminded me, a lad who I used to work with at Dewsbury Hospital, he was walking through a herd of cows, and they got cars with them, and they started chasing him, and he jumped over this wall, broke his kneecap on the wall, and dislocated his hip, and he was actually laid on the floor for an hour before he got rescued. but thankfully the beasts aren't here today. One thing I've noticed about this walk is it seems to be uphill all the way. And I've looked it up, and there's it's actually 1,000 feet of climbing. So that probably explains why I'm knackered. After what seems like an eternity, I finally reached Dowlow Farm. Dowlow is, well, the path split into 3 sections. Coburns Path to Dowlow, Dowlow St Abs, and then St Abs to Berwick. Looking at this sign, I've done 7¼ miles and now 6¼ to get to St Abs, which is the minimum I want to get to tonight. Just go through this kissing gate and then through this wood. One thing I am annoyed about is the weather. It's really overclouded, but weathermen, what are the promises? End of August, really hot and sunny. Sunny my arse. I think as far as weathermen goes, they're not worth a toot on a ragman's trumpet. Still, I suppose it is what it is, so we just have to get on with it. Right, after I've gone through this little wood, I go through a field which is full of sheep, down the hill, and then at the bottom of the hill there's a little bridge, and I'm going to have a rest. I'm going to have something to eat and a drink. So let's get going. I think I've just seen Bub Geldof. You can see where I'm heading now, straight down this field into the bottom where the trees are, and then you can just see straight ahead. You can see the path up the field, up towards those sheep in the far distance. And from there, I'm up and over that far hill up there. But like I said before, when I get to the bottom, I'm going to take my boots off because my Achilles tendon's giving me some right jip at the moment. So I'm just going to have something to drink. Look panoramic, just see the sea there at the back of those fir trees and all these sheep in the field. I mean, even though I'm a distance away from the coast, it's still glorious. It's just a pity it's not sunny, but can't have it always, can we? You know. So we'll carry on going down this path. See who moves first, me or the sheep. And then when I get to the bottom, that's it. There is actually a little stream at the bottom, which when I was here before I filled up, put with water, I was running short of water, but it were all sort of brown, and I put some water purification tablets, which are basically chlorine in, but it still didn't look very appetising. So what I've done this time is stocked up with water, and my bag weighs 18 kilograms, and I've got carrying enough water to float a bloody battleship. So I don't know whether to tip some of it out like and try and lighten the load, but knowing my luck, I'll tip half of it out like, and then we'll get a bloody heat wave, and then I'll be drinking some of that dirty water. But no, I think I'll keep it. Right, onwards and upwards. Well, I'm having a rest for 5. My feet are killing me. I've just taken this great big bag off. Like I say, 18 kilograms. I've just taken it off, and I felt like I'd grown about 6 inches. Seemed like I'm floating in there. You know, it's a lovely little spot this. I don't know whether you can see that because I'm a bit crap with these. Anyway, there's a little bridge around back of me. I'll show you it later. I've got about 5½ miles to go before I reach St Abs, and that's the minimum I want to do to pitch. But I'd really like to go the other side of Eyemouth to make it a shorter journey tomorrow. You know, but I just have to see how it goes because my Achilles, it's really sore. I've had to take my boot off, you know, just to get a bit of respite. So I'm just going to have 5 minutes here, like, and then I'll crack on up this hill. And then we'll just keep plodding along. But it's great fun, this. I'd recommend it to anybody, you know. And I only started doing it by pure chance because we bought a caravan up at the Haven site at Berwick on Tweed, and I love walking. And then we saw the Berwickshire coastal path, camping overnight. I mentioned it to my lad Philip, wouldn't mind camping out. Father's Day, he turns up with a tent and a sleeping mattress. So therefore I was committed, I got to do it, hadn't I? So then I'm glad I did, because it's the best thing he's ever done. You know, the peace and quiet. I've been walking for 5.5 hours now, and I've seen one person. You know, loads of sheep, but no people, and it's just so peaceful. You know, right? I'll see if I can get this bridge, because it's a lovely little thing. I might have to. Hang on, but I might. Come on. There. Success, eh? You'll have to excuse the previous few seconds. I decided to take a detour around this field. I didn't want to tackle with this guy. Look at the size of that, eh? So yeah, climbed barbed wire fence, I'm on the other side. And at long last, I'm back on the coast. It's a bit grey, but it's still a beautiful sight. In fact, I'll do a panoramic round. See that hill there, in the forest. And then you can see it in the far distance, up there, that's Dowlaw Farm. So I've made my way down through the fields, through the footpaths, past the beach, to be back on the coast. So hopefully smooth going now into St. Tabs. Got another one of these brass rubbing type things here, you know, for that shipping disaster in Eyemouth. In fact, when we get to Eyemouth, I'll tell you a bit more about it. You know, it's quite interesting. It's another lovely view at coast there. I'm actually heading, well, you can't, there's a path, you can probably just, about there where my finger is, that's the path I'm going up, and that's my worst nightmare, that. It's like climbing, Mount Everest, I don't know. Right, I'll just go, a quick pan, show you where I've been. I've just walked along there. Beautiful. Just look at that view. Absolutely stunning. And here we are, that's my nightmare. Go down there, to that headland there, then you can see a little bridge, then the footpath comes round and you can see there's a white wall where the sheep are. Well, that white wall runs all the way up the hill. Then when I get to the top, which is about there, I've got to go right up to the top there, and that's one heck of a climb. So I just wonder if some of those sheep, if I could lasso them and see if they can pull me up to the top. Oh well, onward and upward. Look at these guys. Well, I made it to the top of the hill, and I've come from, well, the top of the cliff there, all the way down, and that was absolutely horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. But I'm at the top now, so it's pretty flat walking all the way now. I don't think I'm going to make Eyemouth tonight. I think I'm going to have to rethink my plans, you know, because I'm absolutely shattered. But look at that, eh? Look at that over there. See the lighthouse in the distance. It's that St. Tabs Head. Look at that. Fantastic, what? Right, on we go. Straight up at cliff edge here. And in front of us, we've got St. Tabs Nature Reserve. That was, this was where I camped first time I ever did this trail. The actual path, there's a road goes up the middle, you can just see where those sheep are. But I can't see the point of going up to come down. So you can just see that you might not be able to pick it out the corner of the lake. Well, I go past the lake. I mean, what's the point keeping that road when you can go, you know, past the lake? So we'll go for that one. And this is that lake I was I'm walking beside. And you just see there, just to see in the distance. Fantastic, and the sun's come out as well to greet me. The path actually goes up there over those hills. But I think I've made the right decision coming this way. It's cut a bit of the journey off, and instead of going up, you know, to come down, I'm just walking on the straight, on the flat. Just walking along this path now. Hopefully, Summit Village of St Abs. Yeah, that's pretty. Aren't they nice? Yeah. That's some more there. Look nice in garden then. Oh well, on we go. That's where I've just come from there. Walking down the path there. Just have a look at the coast again. This is St Abs Head, the Nature Reserve. So I've just got to go to the top of the hill, and then within 10 or quarter of an hour or so, I'll be in the little fishing village of St Abs. See, just down there is the seaside, the little village of St Abs. It's more a fishing village really. Absolutely beautiful spot. And if I come round in the far distance, you can see that's Eyemouth Caravan Park. Well, I really want to reach there tonight, but I'm not sure whether there's enough daylight, because you're probably talking it's about a good 2.5 hours to get there, and I think it'll be dark, so I'm going to have to pitch somewhere in them fields you can see between the caravans and St Abs. But we'll see how it goes. I've now come down into St Abs. The tide's in. Absolutely stunning. And here's something interesting. There's a memorial here. So, you can read it there. Save me reading it. Right. I've got to go up there between those houses now. I'm just leaving St Abs Harbour now, and just in the gap there you can see the St Abs lifeboat, which is it's just come in like, and then he's gone out again and come back in. So I'm going to have to dash now because I need somewhere to put the tent. So bye for now. I'm now walking down to Coldringham Bay, and I'm absolutely shattered. I've been walking for nearly 8 hours, and I've done around about 20 miles, and I'm still going to try and make Eyemouth, which is about another 3 miles away. Over there in the distance, if you can see those caravans. So I'm going down on to Coldringham Beach, at just end of this little path here, and then up onto the cliff top. So let's go. Right, I'll make your way down myself down here on this footpath to walk along the beach at Coldringham Bay. Be a nice change that to be on the sand as against, you know, the grass and the tarmac. There's still a few people out there actually that I can see on the beach, and you can see those little beach huts as well. You know, I'm not sure whether they're used, because I've been down a couple of times like down here and never seen anybody using them. There is actually a surfing school here that operates between 10 and 4 during the day, and they do have a lifeguard on permanent duty as well, like looking after the people. It looks good fun, that. Right. A bit dark in this bit. And down these steps. Into the sand. In fact, I wish I'd have bought my speedos. I think I'd have been in there. Give these aching feet a bit of a freshen up. There. Onto the sand now. And then with that, just that gap you can see there, we can see the. I need to climb up there and then go over the back. And then I'm looking somewhere to pitch. So I reckon it's about 40 minutes daylight, and I don't want to be pitching in the dark. So I'm going to have to crack on a bit now. I don't think I need to say any words about that, do I? What a fantastic evening. But it goes downhill from here, because I've got to climb to the top of that hill. Now either go through the middle where you can see those steps, or I'll go around the side, which is further, but I'm going around the side. There's another view there of Caldringham Bay. Still a few people surfing in the sea. Now I'm going down these steps here. I'm going up onto that cliff. I'm going to walk around that cliff. We can see that girl jogging there. And then I'm going to start looking for a place to pitch once I get round the corner. Well, there's Eyemouth on the far horizon. And I don't think I'm going to make it. So we'll just see where we can. Last time I was up here, I actually camped in a pea field. It's handy because you could nip out for a bit of a snack when I was hungry. So I'm just going to see if that's still here, and I might use the same facility again. Sun setting, still glorious. Well, this is going to be my home for tonight. I honestly couldn't put one foot in front to the other, so I'm going to pitch this tent, have a wipe down with some baby wipes, and have something to eat, and then I'm going to hit the hay. There's the view out of my front door. You can see the sea. So that's not a bad view, so I'm going to put the tent up now and settle down for night. All pitched, ready. Alarm set for about 5:30. Hoping to be up and away for 6. All being well. Well, that's me pitched up for night and all sorted out. I've had something to eat. I've had a drink. In fact, I'm having a decent drink here. Cheers, Chris. And so, I hope you'll join me in the morning. I don't know what it's going to turn out like, this video, because I'm certainly no Steven Spielberg. You know, but hopefully Philip will be able to edit it together, and we'll have something at least to look at. So until the morning, I'll bid you good night.